Welcome everybody. Welcome. And Sawadee Krab, Klavitai. It's an honor to have you on, and thank you so much for coming to this first video that we
Yes.
have on stories of immigration and the people and their outcomes, and how people have conquered things and helped grow in the United States. So anyway, let's start with you. If you can give us a little brief, your complete name, and then we'll start from there. How long have you been a Buddhist monk, your title, and all those little goodies.
Okay. My name is Pra Viteratanaporn or Dr. Pramatanat Attajari is the Buddhist name. My life started when I was 14 years old, back to 1977. I have been ordained as a novice, entered to the monastic life, and I got higher ordination in 1997 when I was 20 years old. And I stayed in Thailand and studied as the Buddhist monastic life, study Dhamma or the curriculum of the Dhamma studies. And then I went to the university, in Buddhist University in Bangkok. After I graduated bachelor degree in 1992. And then I have been invited to be the Buddhist missionary monk in Wat Thai, Washington, D.C., in Silver Spring, Maryland. So since 1992, I stay here until now. And I am a president of the board of directors of Wat Thai, and also the Secretary General of the Council of the Thai Bhikkhus in United States of America. So, like we have
Who's the council? Forgive me for interrupting you. What's the council? What is that?
the Council of the Thai Bhikkhus means that the Thai monk. So this organization is the non-profit religious organization established in 1979 to cooperate it with all the Thai Buddhist monks in the United States of America. Right now, we have the member of the councils, 120 of the temples, Thai temple only. Yeah. And we have more than 500 monks who live in the monastery and serve Thai people, Thai community, and also non-Thai Buddhists, especially for the local people, of course, Americans and, other people who are interested in Thai Buddhism and Thai culture, that you can walk into the temple and study and learn. Yeah.
And let me ask you this. Now that you said about the Thai Buddhism, I used to practice Tibetan Buddhism under the Vajrayana system. And so, what is the basic differences between the different types of what they call the vehicles in Buddhism?
Oh, okay. In the main school of Buddhism, there are two main schools. One is a Theravada tradition, and another is a Mahayana. And Theravada is the conservative role of practice, the conservative way of practice. Like this school start in the time of the Buddha, and never change any main rule and regulation. But Mahayana school, after the Buddha passed away around 200 years, and then they try to adapt or try to reform some other aspect in the teaching, and some rule and regulation that we call Vinaya, the discipline.
Okay.
And it's split into another one is the Vajrayana as the Lama tradition. in
Mhm.
Tibet, in Ladakh, or in Bhutan, in Nepal, that they practice in the Himalayan range, that they practice in Vajrayana tradition. But in Thailand, Sri Lanka, Burma, that's the originally from Theravada tradition. Yeah.
Theravada would be the closest one to Buddha. Would follow most of the would be the closest one to follow the
Yeah,
traditions.
we can say like that because we not change any rule or regulation as a Buddha laid down. Then we follow that rule or regulation. So that we call ourselves as the Theravada. Theravada means that the the teaching of the elder means that the senior monk who received the teaching follow the footstep of the Buddha as the Ananda or Mahakassapa or any the closest Buddha's disciples, and then pass down to generation, from generation to generation until now. So that we can say that we are Theravada to follow every footstep of the Buddha. Okay.
So now let me go back to your history now. What made you or what triggered you to go into Buddhism and become a Buddhist monk?
Oh, as a Thai tradition, as Thai people, they are, I can say, 95% are Buddhists. And the main school in Thailand, as you know, is Theravada tradition. So if you have boys in the family,
Mhm.
at least you have to send to the temple to ordain at least once in the lifetime. There are two kind of ordination, like a temporary ordination and permanently ordination. Temporary ordination, like you want to learn more about tradition, about culture, about the Dhamma or the Buddha teaching in the deep level. Then you leave the household and then go to the monastery, live as a monastery life. So ordain as a novice, the young boy that the age is not reached 20 yet, just start from for instance myself, I start at 14
Mhm.
to ordain as a novice, and then when I reached the 20 years old, and then I got higher ordination as a monk. Yeah.
And and is let's say that I would want to go to Thailand to go intensive into learning Buddhism. Would it be hard? Is it easy for a foreigner, not for a person born in Thailand, but for a foreigner? What would be the things, number one would be hard, or and other things that you would ask to you would tell the people, to make sure that you're aware of this issue, or these things, that because this is going to change your life.
So it's not too hard to live in Thailand or in the Buddhist society. As you know, Thailand is a land of smile and land of Buddhism and welcome everyone. Even you are not Buddhist, but if you are interested in Buddhism, and then you can go to the temple to study, or some foreigners they got ordained to the monks or to the novice just for study. So that just I just mentioned that this kind of ordination is a temporary ordination. So you may study around 7 days, 15 days, or 1 month, 3 months, something like that. And then this robe go back to the lay life. So this the Thai people also they do, like the men who want to study, and after they study in the regular study, like after they graduate in the university, before they go to work, at least they have to ordain to monk or to the novice form. So there are two kind of the purpose of that, one is to learn, to study, and another traditionally to, like repay to their parents. Their parents believe that, okay, if the children ordained as a monk or novice, and then they get the big merit. The merit can transfer to the parents. That is our belief that.
Okay.
So many people in Thailand so like to have their son to be ordained as a monk or as a novice, at least once in the lifetime, as I mentioned.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds really, really interesting. Now let me go a little bit. I'm focusing. Obviously, I'm an immigration attorney, and what triggers my mind is to ask, when you came from Thailand to United States. Number one, what was the biggest impact? What was the biggest change?
Yeah.
What was your immigration experience? All those nice little details.
Yes, it's a big change because, in the United States, as you know, the big country, and it's like a melting pot to, many, many people from around the world uh, come to this country. And we try to bend to each other, to accept to each other. Even for myself, I work at Wat Thai DC as a Buddhist missionary monk. I have to contact with other people, other belief, other faith. So I have been joined with the interfaith in Washington D.C., also in Maryland, Virginia. That when we have the interfaith from many many faith, many country who believe in different way, but the one thing that we work together as how to bring peace to the people, how to maintain the humanity, how to maintain the dignity of the human right, or even our culture or tradition also. We have to maintain, we have to preserve, and then to, exchange to each other to get the value of that kind of thing. Yeah.
And was your trip, well, when you came to United States, you came out obviously as a monk. Was the immigration process for you complicated, easy, or somebody did it for you? What was your experience in the immigration part of your journey in the United States?
Yeah, it's a trend for them, for the normal people. Okay, because of my uniform, because of my the way of practice as a monk, but we try to adapt to the local people or to the American culture. Yeah,
Right.
especially about the language that we have to use English. So when I first came, I'm not strong in English, and then I had to go to ESOL school.
Hmm.
The language, the English language, also the second language for
Right.
adult school. Yeah. So at that point also, I have the great experience to learn from the people around the world. I have a lot of friends, and then we learn more and more. And then I also get very interesting from the people around the world that, oh, why you wear like this? Why you shave your hair? Why you, what is your uniform? Something like that. So
Right.
it's a good opportunity for me to spread Buddhism.
Right. Right.
So I have a good opportunity to explain to them why I wear like this, what is Buddhism, what is the hard teaching of Buddhism. So we can spread the word, and then some people come to the temple and learn Thai language and Thai tradition and also Buddhism.
And I noticed that's a big difference from Buddhism. When you go to the Buddhist temples, nobody tries to pressure you to join Buddhism. You go to other temples, you go to other religions, and people tend to say, you should join today. You should join. You should join. And in Buddhism, they just tell you, no, no, it's your life. You decide what you want to do. This is the word, right? This is the sangha, the community. This is the word. But I've never, the times that I've been, at least the time that I've been to a Buddhist temple, nobody has ever asked me to join. Nobody has ever asked me anything. They just, share with me their experiences, the religion, the meditation, the peace, but no pressure. That's
Yeah,
for me very interesting. Very
yeah,
interesting.
yeah, correct. Because of Buddhism is the educational system. It's not belief system like other religion. I can say like that because when you learn Buddhism, you study Dhamma or Buddha teaching means that you learn yourself.
Hmm.
Your life is composed with body and mind. So you learn about your mind, you learn about your body. We are not forced you to believe the Buddha.
Right.
Okay, we don't convert the people to become a Buddhist. This is no conversion at all. Buddha said that okay, the meaning of conversion or convert you, if you can convert from the bad person to the good person, that's the correct way. But not to convert the people to believe you, because even yourself you cannot believe yourself sometimes. You know,
Right.
you you commit to something, but you not follow as you commit.
Right.
So why you convert other people to follow your footstep? But it's not make sense. So in Buddhism, we not do like that. So we show the path. We explain the reason, effect, cause, and effect, and the teaching of the Buddha is the way of life.
Right.
The way that Buddha he have shown the path. You want walk or not walk, it's a depend on you. So after you study, it's suitable for you, and then you follow that path. Means that you get the benefit from that path. That's all. This Buddhism.
Yeah. Well, I want to change a little bit of the conversation. A little bit questions
Okay.
about, in your experience since 1992 in the United States, helping healing the Thai people, their problems. What problems, and focus on immigration? What are the major problems that you have heard that have gone that have occurred to the Thai people in this area? The basic sufferings, or the problems or the scams that people go. Like, for example, some people say, "Oh, I can do this for you," and comes out that this person is not an attorney. That all he does is fill paperwork, or you know, what are the major problems? The one or two problems that you've heard during your lifespan here?
Yeah. Yeah, many people, because of the people, they want to have the the document like a green card or permanent visa, something like that. So some people they come to the United States without all documents, the illegal something like that,
Okay.
and then some people try to treat them in other way.
Mm.
So the monk have to be like sometime give them the information and get consult with the people they have the problem come to the temple.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so that is also the role of the monk to to give the information to the people, do the right thing, do the right way. Do the right way means that okay, you work with the company or work with the restaurant, work with um, the boss. You have to respect them, or they have to be honest to the people, and then when they apply to you the document and everything, you have to tell the truth, not
Right.
tell a lie. Yeah.
You
So the
know.
monk have to tell them like that, and then when the people come to the temple and the temple as the center for the information to help the people,
Right.
everyone to come here, whatever they want to to get help from the spiritual or from the mental problem, spiritual problem, or any kind of the document problem also we help.
And you know,
Yeah.
you touched a very important question. You made a very important comment, I should say. Uh, as an attorney, a lot of people come to me and say, "Oh, I did this, but I don't want you to say that, and I want you to say something different." And I tell them, you have to be careful with that because if you lie and you're caught, you lose everything.
Yeah.
You're going to lose everything, and that's a big issue. And in addition to that, if you lie to me as the attorney, you're going to lose everything also because if you tell me the truth, maybe we can find the way to fix the issue. And people don't understand that. So I get a lot then, and I want to share an example. I have an example of a case that the mother told me so many things that were not correct, and when we go to court, it comes
Yeah.
out that the son had a lot of many different things that we could have actually cured. If she would have told me in time, we could have cured them. But once you get to the court and the judge sees that, you know, everything that I was saying was not correct because the investigation doesn't show anything. The parents don't want to tell me the truth. That means there's nothing that we can do. So sometimes, you at least there was a gentleman from Bolivia that he always told me never lie to your doctor, to your attorney, or to your priest.
Uh-huh.
Never, because in this case, to your Buddhist monk, never lie to them because if you lie to your Buddhist monk, you go to hell. If you lie to your church, you go to jail. If you lie to your doctor, you'll die.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
In Buddhism, we quite emphasis on the people because the basic rule, as in Buddhism, the rule, the five precepts, the basic rule for the lay people, number four, no tell lie. That
oh,
that one.
that's
Yeah.
really
Yeah. So I always tell the people that, okay, you try to tell the truth to them, not to tell a lie, because as you are Buddhist. So if you tell a lie that's dangerous for you, maybe you lost everything, as you mentioned. Yeah.
and as you as a monk, if somebody hides, the truth from you, i- they're not going to be able to clear their soul, their body, their karma, right? Uh,
Yeah.
you need to know all the information so you can help the person clear their karma. In the attorney, the same way. If you lie to me, there's just no way I can clear that problem that you have, and it creates big issues for the client because then literally what happens is you just gave me all this money for free because I did my work, but I couldn't help you out in any way, shape, or form.
Uh,
And it's really sad. It's really sad sometimes when they tend to think that lying
yeah.
don't get away from it.
Hmm.
Yeah. So let me ask you. Let me go to you now. Was your process in immigration when you were coming to the United States? Was it an easy one? The immigration process, the paperwork. Was it easy for you, or was it hard?
Uh, for me, as I'm Buddhist monk, the committee from Wat Thai DC, they apply for me as the Buddhist monk, because of the Buddhist monk is a, so they know that the status of the volunteer, the monk who have no salary, no income, but
Mm-hmm.
our life depends on the organization.
Mm-hmm.
So we work as the religious worker, no income in Wat Thai. So it's not too difficult for me at that time. It's in 19, I think 1994. I got,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I used to donate my time, and I still do some. When they reach out to me, to monks and to religious people, I like to help the religious community. I don't care from what religion you are. I try to donate time to help.
Hmm.
Uh, but some religions, it never happened in the Buddhist because the Buddhists were very well uh, formed and established. But some religions, they want to bring the person through a religious visa, and
Hmm.
they didn't have the basic elements. Example, a place, right? A building. They
Yeah.
they work out of the garage of the home, and then they wanted to bring, everybody from their country that that belong to the religion, and it's really hard, right? It's extremely hard because you have to prove certain details.
Yeah.
I-
Yeah.
in the monk, when you have your religious visa, obviously the temple is not going to pay you, but you have to survive. So they give you, they give you some food, they give you housing. So if they don't pay you, they have to give you then the basics so you can survive.
Right.
Uh, and some of the people were coming here and saying, "No, I want to get money." And I'm like, that's not the purpose of a religious visa. That's not the
Yeah.
purpose, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's really fascinating.
It's a very very difficult. But in Buddhism, we don't have like as you know, the monk, there is no family, there's no wife, no like
Mhm.
other religion that they have.
Right.
So there's no problem in Wat Thai or in a Thai temple about that. So only apply for the monk, but not for the religious worker, like a lay people who work in the temple. We don't have that.
Yeah, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. Let me there's a question that says, my friend is getting divorced and her husband. I'm sorry changing the subject, but they posted that it. My friend is getting divorced and her husband kicked her out of the house. Question, is that legal? Let's answer
Yeah.
that question really quick. uh, and sorry to change the subject there, but there was a question, so we want to answer it. The issue is the person, did the person have his green card? If the person has the green card,
Hmm.
then the person cannot kick you out of the house like that. The person is tied by federal law and by federal contract because the person signed the sponsorship agreement. So that person, even if you divorce, you are responsible 100% for the person that you sponsored. So, to make it short, a lot of attorneys, and I repeat, a lot of attorneys, family attorneys, don't know this, and they
Yeah.
that that the person has a prenuptial agreement, an agreement that they signed before they marry, right? Which says, what I have is mine, and what you have is yours. But they signed the sponsorship agreement after the marriage, saying, I am responsible for you
Hmm.
during this time, during the time of immigration. And what does that mean? That means that the person cannot get away from the responsibilities. In other words, until that person becomes an American citizen, until that person dies, until that person does something illegal that's sent back to, in this case, example, Thailand,
Yeah.
and three more other stuff, that person has to, the sponsor has to be the sponsor is responsible. I'm sorry, forgive me for the redundancy. The sponsor is responsible for that person. So the divorce does not take away that. So if they kick you out of the home, you might end up keeping the home. So be
Yeah.
careful with that. Be careful with that. Anyway,
Mm.
so I'm looking around to see if anybody has some more questions. Uh, I don't want to talk too much because then the next time that I invite you, you're gonna say that
Okay.
the person talks too much, and we don't talk.
Okay.
But we have some people that sent you some food, and let me they were so happy that we were gonna have you here. And let me just share with you this information. They have we have here. Let's see. Okay, here we have this one. So we have Delicious that she's donating some food for the temple, and then we have, let me go out here really quick. Let's see here, and then we have. So sorry. I'm almost there. Almost there. Then we
Okay.
have. Let's see. Where's the other one here? Here we go. And then we have
Wow.
Yellow Cocoa. So these are people that they obviously felt appreciated of having the monk talk to them and hear their culture. And we want everybody to if you have questions, if you have any comments or anything, that's what we're here for. We want to hear your stories. We want to hear what the good and the bad, and then we'll reach out to people like our honorable monk. And thank you so much. So we can get his view, and you can get our view also. and we appreciate everything. I'm sorry, there's somebody else that has one more question. Forgive me before we go, really quick. And it says, one of my classmates was arrested by ICE. ICE said he didn't follow. I'm assuming that it says that ICE that he didn't follow the rules. Really quick, ICE cannot arrest a person just like that. ICE is supposed to have a warrant, a federal warrant. ICE will give you some document that says warrant, which is not. You have to be careful on that. I'm going to post on here when we finish. I'm going to leave examples, but you have to make sure that the document that ICE gives you is signed by a federal judge. If it's signed by an officer, a police officer, an ICE officer, that's not worth the paper it's on. If you are in your house, they cannot kick your door in. If they do, that's illegal. Already seen by the have a federal warrant, but they give you two documents. Let me put it here. They give you two documents that are signed by a person, and you'll see it that it says signed by officer. That document, you don't need to open the door of your car. You don't need to stop. You don't need to do anything unless they have a federal warrant. And you have to read it. It says federal warrant. I'm going to post the documents down here below when we finish today. And with this, we're off. Do you have any final words? Do you have any final words? No. So for me, it was an honor. Thank you so much. I'm always honored to speak with you. I've actually Thai. I've had wonderful times there. That's why we actually reached out to you, and we hope to see you again soon. And if you have any questions, feel free to call me. Okay, I have no problem answering questions and helping out. Okay, thank you so much. I don't know how to say goodbye, but goodbye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye bye. Thank you.
See you there next time. Okay.